Good day everyone, my name is Johnny Miltilas Cunha and I'm from 5PZL. So now we're going to talk about lesson 6, which is man and his environment. So in this topic we are all going to learn the purpose of man in the environment and what is the purpose of environment for us men. Now we're going to learn more about how does philosophy define man's relationship with the environment.
Hello everyone, I am Angelica Marimo and I will be reporting Lesson 6 Man and Environment. How does philosophy define man's relationship with environment? But first, what is environment? Environment is the surroundings or conditions in which a person, animals, or plants lives or operate. Environment philosophy is a branch of philosophy that is concerned with the natural environment and humanity's place within it. The major issues tracked by environmental philosophers are humanity's role in the natural world, the interaction between nature and human activities, and humanity's response to environmental challenges. Most view on environmental philosophy emphasize the role humans play in causing environmental changes. Otherwise, however, recognize the changes in the environment are part of a larger interplay among organism and ecosystem on the planet. Environmental philosophy talks about how we, also humans, are connected to the environment through human activities. For example, like taking care of our environment, planting trees, and throwing the garbages right. It also do emphasize how we human can change the environment even for better or for making it worse. But also environment can also change by itself. And now we will be talking about anthropocentrism. Is the belief that humans are the central and most significant species on the planet. This view believes that humans are considered the primary cause that drives changes in the environment. Deep ecology, on the other hand, sees the natural world as being maintained by the interrelationship among the living organisms and that every living thing on the planet is dependent on each other's survival. This do believes that we are also the one who changes the environment. Like if we can do good, we are taking care of our environment, then we can make the earth into a better place. And also, not just the environment, but also our mother earth. We humans depend on the environment to survive. If we don't have an environment, then how can we survive? Right? This view regards human indifference as a significant threat to a natural world and all the living things. The Gaia hypothesis suggests that non-organic elements in the planet play a significant role in maintaining balance in the environment as they various systems that enable life to continue thriving on Earth. Theological views hold that mankind is intended to live in harmony with all creation. The Bible say that God created man and granted him dominion over all creatures and tasked him to subdue the earth. Genesis chapter 1 verses 26 to 28. However, this dominion did not mean wanton exploitation and destruction, but rather to take care for nature and the environment, enhance it, and contribute to its growth. Pope John Paul II recognized. And lastly, I just want to say that it is important to learn about this philosophy because we can learn on what we humans, on how, rather, we humans are connected to the environment, and that we learned that we can also learn how to take a good care on our environment for a better future.
Philosophy and man. In this topic, it reflects on how man uses philosophy towards its environment. Nowadays, current philosophical discussions coupled with scientific studies had increased the negative effect of human activities towards the environment. On 2014, the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change conducted a study about global warming. While they're conducting They find clear evidences that human activities really contributed on the rise of the global temperature, or what we call global warming. On 2018, the IPCC issued a report that raised concerns regarding to the global rising of temperature. The IPCC recommends further strengthening efforts and programs that uphold sustainable development. This program must be indicated by following: addressing the social inequality, eradicating of poverty.
What are the various philosophical views on nature and man's relationship with environment? So, modern philosophers have views ranging from anthropocentrism to biocentrism and egocentrism. We have three various philosophical views, and first is anthropocentrism. So, what is anthropocentrism? Anthropocentrism is the belief that humans are the most important entity in universe. And it also believed that human is the central and most significant species on planet. Next is biocentrism. Biocentrism encompasses all the environmental ethics that extends the status of moral object from human being to all living things in nature. So, the perspective of biocentrism is all life deserve equal moral consideration or equal moral standing. So last is ecocentrism. Ecocentrism is a philosophy or perspective that places intrinsic value on all living organisms and their natural environment, regardless of their perceived usefulness or importance to human beings.
How do philosophical views influence environmental action? First, we have environmental ethics, human responsibilities and actions with regard to environment issues, ideas that combine philosophical, pragmatic, and theological perspective. Second, we have social ecology applies an ecological and ethical approach in analyzing society and sees a relationship between social problems and environmental problems. Third, we have the climate change and climate justice. Consider climate change a significant and ethical, social, and political issue. Third, the environmental justice, the fair distribution of environmental benefits. Environmental justice emphasizes equity and meaningful involvement of communities and government. Fourth, environmental aesthetics originally discussed concepts of beauty in nature influenced by environmental concerns. Lastly, environmentalism. Environmental awareness includes the environmental protection and conservation movement, animal rights, and green politics. This is Crystal Kate Magno signing off.
So let's review about what we have learned in this lesson. So what is environmental philosophy? Environmental philosophy is concerned with the discussion of environmental issues and how these relate to man, man's role in nature, and how humanity responds to environmental challenges are among the major issues discussed in environmental philosophy. So kung kaning environmental philosophy dili lang about ni sa environment ko, apil ang sa man o unsaon nila pag-cope sa environment, unsaon pag treat sa environment nga dili siya madaot, unsaon pag conserve sa environment o unsaon pag-cope sa human sa mga challenges sa environment like climate change o lain-lain pa nga mga disasters or calamity.